Last night, my wife and I actually watched K-pop Demon Hunters, and it's surprisingly deep for the kind of movie it is. I'm tempted to do a review of it, but I would either have to do like a decent amount of research or find someone who is more knowledgeable about, I would say, the Korean culture in general about all this. Because this movie does fall into some of the things that I do reviews of, and I do think there's a lot of very interesting concepts in it. But I do think that kids, and especially, young girls, because that's kind of the target demographic of the movie, are really going to enjoy it, while obviously young boys aren't going to be, like, completely left out, although they might go in and out of it. As someone who's really into lore, this movie was both really good and somewhat frustrating, but at the same time, the movie runtime with just the concepts within the movie is perfect, so I understand them not elaborating. Like, my wife in particular really wanted me to watch the movie because the derpy tiger that's in it reminded her of our oldest cat, and it kind of fits. I also don't think you don't necessarily need to be like a huge fan of K-pop to get this movie, because the majority of the film is based on both group themes and competition themes. I also think the movie implies some things without telling you it's implying them. Like, without this containing spoilers, there's sort of a twist with the main Saja boy, and what we see is not entirely what he seems to think has happened. I think the movie is also really good because it doesn't, like, it's obviously a spiritual movie. It's dealing with spiritual concepts at its base, but it doesn't seem to be the focus or the imagery of it. Like, we're not seeing like a combination of like Korean spirituality and Christianity. We're just seeing people who are dealing with the spiritual situation. This is kind of like a Buffy the Vampire Hunter kind of feel, more than Constantine. Ultimately, this movie feels like the first Frozen to me. Like, I probably wouldn't purposely watch it again, but if for some reason my wife wanted to again, I wouldn't complain. But that's more because I'm not the target demographic of this, where, like, a lot of the things, like, K-pop is not necessarily my thing. But I would say that the movie is enjoyable. And I won't lie, I am actually hoping that it kind of goes the Frozen route, in that the sequel is, like, universally good in every aspect. But yeah, like I said, it's a good movie. I do think most people will at the very least enjoy it. Kind of a, you know, 3 out of 5 star situation, but maybe more like a 3.5. If you're really into K-pop, then it's probably going to be a 5.5. I'm saying 3.5 as just like an overall critic who is not that into K-pop. But yeah, I did enjoy myself. I do think it's a good movie. I really do want to do, like, I've reviewed books and stuff before. I want to do like one of those reviews on this. As I said earlier, I just need to either do research or find someone that I can talk about this movie with for the review that is more knowledgeable about the particular things in the movie. And when it's been out a little longer, the specific theme with demons and what keeps them demons, again, not necessarily spoiling it for you, I think is just a really good in general conversation that obviously would be a great the specifics of spirituality with that theme. I've basically already gone on a mini review talking about it. But yeah, the movie's fun. It is not going to be impossible to see me in a Huntrix shirt in a future video.